Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Monday, January 11th, 2021. And we begin with a moving exception to the violent images from Capitol Hill. A now viral photo shows Representative Andy Kim of New Jersey on his hands and knees alone in the rotunda, picking up trash left behind by rioters. It was after midnight, and the congressman spent an hour and a half filling up 6 garbage bags with water bottles, glass, broken furniture, and ripped clothing. That moment in time was snapped by AP photographer Andrew Harnick. When asked why he did what he did, Representative Kim said, "When you see something you love broken, you want to fix it." He's earned plenty of fans as a result. Among the comments on social, this is what a true public servant looks like. And kudos to Kim for doing the dirty work for democracy. In a few hours, House Democrats will reportedly make public their plans to hold President Trump accountable for riling up his supporters. Some still want to invoke the 25th Amendment, while others are calling for a second impeachment. Reportedly at issue is the timing. The inauguration is only 9 days away, and lawmakers worry about distracting from the first few weeks of President-elect Biden's term. So the most likely scenario now is for the House to charge Mr. Trump this week with incitement of insurrection, but delay the Senate trial for weeks or maybe months. A vote could come as early as midweek. Americans, in the meantime, remain split. According to a new ABC poll, 54% think the president should be removed, and half of those who don't say he's almost out anyway. He's kept a low profile for days, but tomorrow the man at the center of the story is expected to venture out. President Trump's first public appearance since the insurrection will coincide with what could be his last trip as commander-in-chief. He'll head to Alamo, Texas to mark completion of 400 miles of a border wall with Mexico. But he won't get to document his travel on social. Twitter's now banned him permanently. Facebook and Instagram kicked him off indefinitely, and a backup service called Parler just got booted from Amazon, Apple, and Google. Tonight, more than 2 tons of space experiments will splash down in the Atlantic. They're aboard the SpaceX Dragon capsule, which is scheduled to undock from the International Space Station at 9 a.m. Eastern this morning. The return flight will take about 12 hours and end with a parachute-assisted water landing just off the coast of Cape Canaveral, Florida. It'll be too dark for cameras at that point, but NASA is covering this morning's undocking live. For those interested in watching, we've put a link on our Keep Kids Learning page at www.kidnuz.org. For the most part, the dogs you run into in airport security lines are meant to be looked at but not touched because those highly trained TSA pups are on the job and can't lose their focus. But now there's a way you can learn more about them safely. The Transportation Agency has just released a free, downloadable calendar that includes photos and fun facts about 12 of the 400 dogs that help with passenger screening and security across the United States. According to their bios, Ronnie works at Chicago's Midway Airport and reportedly wants to be president. Jung patrols Miami and has his sights set on a pilot's license. And Ron the Lab likes to swim on his days off and may try out for the Olympics. We've put a link for the free calendar on our website. In sports, college football's biggest game is just hours away. The national championship kicks off in Miami at 8 p.m. Eastern Time tonight and pits number 1 Alabama against number 3 Ohio State. 15,000 fans are being allowed inside the Hard Rock Stadium. For the pros, wildcard weekend is in the rearview mirror and the playoffs are straight ahead. The teams left standing: Tampa Bay, Los Angeles, Buffalo, Baltimore, Cleveland, and New Orleans, whose win yesterday means future Hall of Famer Drew Brees will play at least one more game. Word has it he'll be retiring at the end of this postseason. Kansas City and Green Bay had the 2 best records in football, which gave them the weekend off and an automatic pass to the divisional round. That's it for KidNuz. Now our KidNuz quiz. A viral photo from the storming of the Capitol shows what? A congressman alone on his hands and knees after midnight cleaning up the mess. What might the House of Representatives do this week? Vote on impeachment. Where will the SpaceX Dragon capsule splash down tonight? In the Atlantic, off the coast of Florida. What big game is tonight? College football's national championship. In One for the Road. How much do lizards know about the kitchen? Apparently, just enough. Lenny is a 1-year-old bearded dragon with his own debut cookbook, Chef Lenny Cooking for Humans. Inside, pictures of the lizard with tiny pots of homemade soup, miniature biscuits, and pocket-sized cheeses. According to the Good News Network, a few pandemic boredom-busting pictures of Lenny in a mini chef's hat got such a positive online reaction, owner and real chef Valerie Musser decided to give her idea and Lenny a longer creative leash. Now the book is for sale online, and Valerie said it was the perfect platform for her flamboyant friend. He's very pretentious, she says. He wants what he wants, he's very demanding, and he's kind of a snob about food, very fussy. So this project fits him very well. Before we go, we want to say a big hello to our teachers. In Pennsylvania, Mrs. Moyer at Penn Burnville in Burnville, and Mrs. Daniels at Moravian Academy Middle School in Bethlehem. Mrs. Wynn and her Newcastle Racers at Newcastle Elementary in Newcastle, Oklahoma, and Mr. Yu at Rockbrook in Louisville, Texas. Thanks for listening, everyone. Don't forget to rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We hope you tune in for more Kid News tomorrow morning.